Hello guys, my name is Alex Gomez and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, this is a really quick sculpt. We're gonna be sculpting spots from across the Spider-Verse. Pretty good movie, really recommend it. Super good, I enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, I started with a normal kind of like human figure from Zbrush, like their tool, and I dynamesh and I smooth out all the face features, dynamesh it, and start working on the proportions. After working on the proportions, kind of like having a better sense of it, I Zremesh. I like to work with Zremesh better than dynamesh. Just dynamesh when I kind of like exploring shapes and things like that. But then I always tend to get my sculpts as a Zremesh or remeshed with better topology. So after having like that better topology, I definitely start like adding some details, like for the chest, kind of like a stylized lines with the stylized brushes that I have. You can find my stylized brushes down in the description below on my government store. So you want to check them out, they're for free, so you can just grab them. And yeah, so they're pretty good brushes for stylized characters. So I use them a lot for this case. I work on the hands, I add clay buildup. That's one of the brushes that I use a lot. Clay buildup, the pinch brush, the standard brush. And after going through all that kind of like detailing, because pretty much wasn't much, like honestly, kind of like just the chest details, shoulders, arms, and the legs division, knees and elbows. That's all it has. So after having that, I just took the standard brush and I turned off the C add and I started painting kind of like those spots by hand. Yeah, I was kind of like looking online, see if I could find kind of like some splashes thing, but I don't know. I just decided to kind of like paint. It was pretty relaxing doing it this way. So something that I recommend exploring. And after that, I kind of like decided to add some lines to it. I like to make it a little bit stylized, I guess. I was just trying, trying to different things, trying things that I don't normally do, and just to see what comes out with. So I think that it's nice to do it. So that's what I did. Just kind of like put some line art to make it look like into Spider-Verse. Obviously, it didn't get to that point, but I was pretty happy with the results. I could have done better with more time, but honestly, this sculpt in real time took me around an hour or so. So yeah, then I kind of like added some spots, as you can see, kind of like those splashes with the alpha that is right in ZBrush. So just the drag tool, and then I just kind of like erased some of the spots that I didn't want, or some of the spots that they kind of like stretched out. I added other lines just to make a little bit more colorful. Kind of like I saw one design from Patrick Gaines, like super cool. I have a tutorial of a Viking head, like based on his art, and I really like the way that he designed the spot and with those colors and things coming out of his hands and his body, like kind of like some plasma thing when he's transporting. But anyways, afterwards, I just went to a transpose master and started like transposing or posing the character to whatever pose I wanted to see or to seek. I was looking into bringing this character and actually kind of like making it coming out of a spot and then cutting a hand as well. I will show that process in a bit, and that hand kind of like coming out of another spot as well. Definitely some of the things that I really have to keep working on is the posing eyes. I'm bad at posing. I suck at it. I'm so bad, horrible. But I like sculpting, but the posing is just like I don't know how to get it right. I think it's just practice like everything else, but I should just practice more. Maybe with the actual rig, bringing my molds to Blender and posing them there, and it will be probably a better idea. Yeah, just write your comments in the comment section to see like what are your difficulties like in your character process, and if you have difficulties as well posing your characters, and if you have any tips or techniques or workflows that you want to help out, like some tips that you want to tell me on how posing some of those characters. So right there, I just split the arm, just put it away, create a spot in Photoshop, and kind of like do an alpha, subdivide it, and then I extract the spot, so I can have like an actual 3D spot. I Zremesh that and I extrude it out, and then I have a spot going in right there and a spot coming out for the hand. Obviously, I took it a lot because I needed to make sure that they're the same spot, but they look a little bit different. So I had kind of like to rotate it and to scale it some ways, and so they don't look super identical. And then I had the big one and just kind of like, oh, here this guy is coming out of this big spot right there. And I do the same, kind of like scale it in a random ways, smooth it out, and kind of like to make it a little bit different. I didn't want to actually like create another alpha and do another spot. Then I create some curves, as I was saying, like because I really like the way that Patrick went into kind of like having kind of some plasma lines out of the character. So that's what I did, kind of like do like some curved tubes and make it like that is going out of that, or going out of the spot. So I created those ones, I duplicate them as well, and I start creating adding other types of colors as well, because I have in the body, as you guys remember, I painted out with gray, with orange and purple. So I want to add some purple to it and paint as well some of the spots or the vortex that the guy transitions to. So pretty much with the splashes and adding the same colors, adding like the black, adding the purple, the pinkish, and adding some lines around. Yeah. But yeah, I think that is a really, really good, good things, really good things in this case. So it's looking great. Yeah, and as I told you before, yeah, I kind of like modify those shapes of the plasma, and the plasma was looking better, and add some spots kind of like in the hand as well, like he's gonna open another spot as well. So definitely enjoyed a lot this. So if you have any questions, any comments, stay tuned for the next video. Take care and have an amazing time. Take care everyone, and see you next time.